Now we're onto this nice stuff for the bin and stuff for the giveaways. Not finished yet, but that's the desk now taken down. These drawers have been moved over there, and we're thinking of putting this here, even though it doesn't really work, but just to make it feel more spacious. And then here's my wardrobe. It's sorted out so much better, but I can't wait to get some drawers. Like, I can just put the drawers here where all this space is and have like 4 drawers there, and still have my shoes there, still have my stuff hanging up there, but that's just wasted space. So when I get that, I can literally get rid of these and it will all just fit in my wardrobe hopefully. So that's great, but not quite yet, so we still have to keep these here, but it's okay when they're here. It still feels a lot more spacious in here, and I could fit all my makeup in here for now until I get something sorted. The next day now, and I'm just giving the place a good like hoover and mop and stuff before they come. It's so annoying. There's rain on the forecast, but it's only been drizzling, so I'm hoping that the rain that's on the forecast is only drizzle, because then it won't be too bad. Actually no, it is raining a good bit, but it's actually not that grim. It's not that dull. It's not exactly a bright day. Yesterday was so nice and bright. It's such a pain. Guys, I was just thinking, I feel like I should do a house tour now, because the house is clean and like we're not really going to be doing much more with it now, because we're going to be selling it, fingers crossed, if all things go well. So yeah, now's the perfect time to give you a house tour. I definitely gave an empty one when we first moved in. Sorry, I have a mouth ulcer, so I keep speaking really weird because it keeps hurting me, but yeah, I definitely did an empty house tour when we first moved in, but there was nothing in it, I don't think, at all really. So I may as well show you like what we've done. It's raining outside, so I think I took a video of the garden earlier, or else I'll take a video of the gardens separately and show you them. But it's so grim out, so it's very dark. It's a pity that they had to come today to take the pictures, but anyway, it's not the worst. It's definitely been duller, but it's not ideal. But yeah, I thought I may as well show you the house, like how we've decided to furnish it, and like we've changed a few things as well. So I'll put like befores in the video so you can see what we've done. Most of it's cosmetic, like we haven't really changed much inside. There's definitely a lot that we would do, like we were contemplating doing an extension at one point, but we just kind of decided quite quickly, like we really like it here, and it's such a nice house, and like you really could do an extension and stuff if you wanted and stay here for longer. But we kind of just always knew we'd be moving, but it's such a nice house. Like I'll be so sad to leave it. It's such a nice like starter home, do you know what I mean? It's just ideal. It's so nice, like a really nice road, and we're like so close to the town. You can just walk down if you want to get food or drinks or whatever. It's so nice. We're so close to the sea. Like there's literally sea views from our back room. You'll be able to see them probably with this dull weather. It's such a pity that won't be in the pictures, but I'm sure I've got a picture somewhere that I can show you. But yeah, it's so nice. Like I would be so sad to leave it. I was literally tearing up last night when we were talking about leaving, because it's just perfect. It's so nice. It has such a nice feel to it and such a nice vibe. Like you really get like a feeling. I think sometimes you don't get much of a feeling. Sometimes you'll get a bad feeling from a house, but then this house, there's like a nice feeling. It's weird. It's like you walk in and it just feels really like really nice. Like a lot of people have said that. Like my uncle's an evaluator. What's the word? Valuer. Why does that sound wrong now? He does like surveys. He's a surveyor. That's what he was doing. He's doing the survey on our house. And this was before we'd moved in, we'd viewed it. And it was just before we decided to go set a grade, because he obviously wanted to see if there's any like big problems with it. And he just was like, well, like obviously he told us more than this, more like practical things, but he said there's a really nice feeling in the house, like a really nice, I don't know what the word is, but it's just, it's good, like it's nice. That makes me want to cry. Why am I so emotional? But yeah, and I completely get what he said. Like I got the same thing. It's just bright and happy. It feels like a happy place, if you get me. And that's not just because we live here. It's our first time. I think it was kind of like that before, but now that it's our first time, oh my god, I obviously have like special memories and stuff as well. I don't know if we've taken enough photos here and stuff. Con was saying that yesterday. Like I just, yeah, it feels weird, but obviously it feels right as well, because we want to move a bit closer to our families and we've been working towards it and wanting to for a while. But it doesn't mean that we don't love it here. Like it's really nice. Wicklow is so nice, and it's also not that far either, and so many people are moving down now as well. It's basically becoming like South Dublin down here. But yeah, we've just in the last couple of months really decided we wanted to be back up closer to our families. I think like when we have kids and stuff, it would be just so nice to have like people around and not feel kind of like isolated, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not saying that we're having a baby soon, by the way, but I'm just saying like in the future, you know, that kind of way. And yeah, like it's definitely nice to just be close to your family. I think, well, I always appreciated my family, but I think living even a little bit further, it's not even far, it's literally a half-an-hour drive door to door to my parents' house, but there's something, it's just the fact that you can't just nip over, you know, like, yeah, I just feel very like sometimes I don't bother seeing anyone when I'm here, if you get me, because it seems like a bit more of a chore, even though it's not that far. I don't know. Yeah, I just want to be really close to family, and we also just love the area that we're looking at and always have, so we just feel like that's right for us. But it's absolutely nothing against Wicklow, that's for sure. Like we love it and we'd happily stay here. When we moved down, we said maybe like in a couple of years we'll move on to like somewhere slightly bigger in Wicklow or whatever. We weren't sure, but yeah, we've just decided, to be honest, the prices are so high in Wicklow now that like we nearly may as well move back to Dublin. But yeah, so that's our plan. It might not, we don't really know what will happen. We might end up buying somewhere else in Wicklow for all we know. We might not end up moving at all. We literally do not know. But yeah, that's a bit of backstory. But there's, yeah, definitely something really nice about this house. And when we moved in, someone messaged me and said that their dad had grown up in this house. And I think she said there was loads of kids. I can't remember how many, like 6 or 8, so like a huge number. And said, oh, it was always a really happy home and they've got really fond memories and all nice things. And oh, one of the older women that live across the road told me it was always a really happy home and stuff like that. So I'd say that's why there's such a good aura like in the house. It's just been filled with happy people. So yeah, that's a really nice thing. Like you can't really buy that, I guess. Jesus, I'm so emotional today and I'm just finished my period, so I don't know why I would be, but I think it's just because there's a lot of change happening and coming, and I will be sad to leave here as well, and it's kind of been like on the back burner for so long, and now it feels a bit more real. So yeah, I thought I'll give you a house tour, show you what we've done. Most of it's cosmetic, like painting and furniture and that kind of thing. The garden has actually probably had the biggest transformation, although I don't know if you'll notice it maybe with before pictures, but it's hard to really explain how overgrown and stuff it was when we first moved in, compared to now, because you had to, like, I feel like nearly see it in person and watch Con like dig the whole thing up and chop loads of things back to understand. But yeah, so we've got like, we got the attic insulated, so other than like kind of cosmetic-y painting and furniture and stuff, we've got like windows done. We got like new windows on the back of the house because the ones in the front were already newish. They hadn't replaced the ones at the back, so we did that. And then we, actually no, the other way around. Anyway, you would have probably seen that in my other vlogs if you watch, but we got the attic sprayed with insulation. We got a like ladder thing put in so that you can, you know, those ones that you can pull down to go up to the attic easily, so you don't have to keep a ladder in the house like they had before. What else did we do? That's kind of it, except for like the garden. We put down grass, we cleared it back completely, planted lots of stuff, and the kitchen we mostly painted, but it looks so different. I feel like we painted all the cupboards and we painted the tiles as well. They were dark blue and we painted them white, so it's brightened it up definitely. We painted like pretty much every room. Actually no, we didn't even paint this room in the end. We were planning on it, but it's just white. It's just, we were only going to do like another light colour anyway, and then at one point we were thinking of doing like this wall navy, and then we just didn't really get around to it. I think as soon as we kind of decided we're probably going to be moving soon, we sort of lost motivation. But yeah, I'm happy with the way that it is. Like, it's definitely in like a place where I really like it now. But there's always stuff that you do. I'm just one of those people as well where I'm never happy, like definitely a perfectionist, so there's a lot more that I do. I've literally been cleaning it for about the last 3 days and changing stuff around because I'm so paranoid just for like the photos and stuff, and now with people viewing it, I'm gonna die. I don't know how I'm gonna cope with like people come to view it in person. I'm like, oh god, I feel like some things are a kid in pictures, but I'm just paranoid. Like, I'm like, look, there's actually dust there, but people won't be looking that closely. But yeah, I just get paranoid, especially with having dogs. I'm like, I don't want the house to stink of dogs. That's probably my worst fear. So anyway, I am going to take you around and give you a house tour. I gave you one, I remember when we moved in, but it was quite brief. I never like did a full-on moment like me talking in too much detail. I just ran around and showed you. But today I'll go into a little bit more detail about where stuff is from and that kind of thing. Yeah, hope you enjoy. I swear to god the house was clean, but like between there's like photographer and then the estate agent and another person who works in the estate agent here, so I've lots to do. Well, so yeah, that's why it's smoky. But so I'll show you that. Okay, I just took a video for you there of the front garden so that you can get a gist out in the rain. Don't say I don't love you. And yes, we'll start now from in here when you come in the door, so you can kind of get an idea of what the layout is like. Small layout, I'm sure you'll get it pretty quick. I was too embarrassed to talk when I was outside, so I just took a video if you don't mind. But yeah, this is a little porch. We just keep our shoes there. Don't mind the dirt. I did clean it for the pictures, but you know, it gets dirty so quickly, especially with dogs. And then this is the little hall. So we planned on putting like a radiator cover or a little something around it, but never got around to it. And those photos were actually stuck up on the wall, but I stuck them up so they fell down. So they're here, but it's fine. You get the vibe. And then this little mirror I actually picked up in Aldi years ago. years ago. Like a year or two ago. And then this is the hall. We planned on changing the carpet as well at one point, but then we decided against it. But it's not bad. It's grand. Just neutral and simple. I always just prefer cream, but it probably will be destroyed. I don't know what I'm going to do in our next house because I want everything cream and I'm going to be fucked, especially with the dogs, because even the grey stuff we have gets wrecked, but I don't like grey anymore. Anyway, so then off the hall, you come through the porch and you're in the hall, and then there's the stairs, and then there's into the sitting room. So this, we haven't changed any of the floors, so this is just like laminate that came in it. And then that the rug is from Zara. We had a different one before and it got ruined. Mats just get ruined so quickly. TV, the TV stands from IKEA. That little table is from Aldi, and the lamp is Dunn's. My granny actually got us that when we moved in. And then the couches are also IKEA. They're the grounded, so nice. I would definitely buy them again. You can also change up the covers and wash the covers, which is so handy. I feel like I'd just get cream or white next time and just go for it and get like something sprayed on them to protect them or something, because I just think it's so nice. I've seen cream ones and they literally are like a dupe of the Clouds or H sofa. So like I need it. You can get it in like whatever way you want, like L shape or like bigger, like longer, 3-seater version. I actually quite like having this because you can actually make it L-shaped if you wanted to lie down, but you also have the option to kind of use it like that, and then you don't need like a table as well. Like we have this little tray which is so handy, that's from Next. Yeah, it's really good honestly, and so comfortable, like so comfortable. But yeah, you can literally take every single bit of it off and wash it or change it if you're bored of the colours. So like I could just change this to cream or whatever colours. They've got loads of different colours. They've got a darker grey, they've got cream, they've got like beige kind of colour, so many. And then that's the matching armchair. You can also change that. Oh god, but then you also see people on Etsy. Sorry, you also see people on like Etsy selling covers for it and like linen and stuff, like, so you can make it literally unreal. And honestly, the most important thing is that it's comfortable, and it's so comfortable, like so comfortable. So 10 out of 10 would recommend, honestly. Like everything is so soft on it and it's so good. It's held up so well, and the fact that you can wash the covers just makes it like a game changer. Like I don't know what they'd look like if I couldn't wash them. And then this bookcase is, I think it's called the Billy bookcase from IKEA. Like god, everything is from IKEA. Oh, I feel like you can style the IKEA stuff nicely though. Like some of it is very plain and just IKEA vibes, but like they also have bits that you can definitely like style up or whatever. So the bookcase isn't perfectly styled at the moment, like it's not ideal. A couple of bits I'd probably change around, but we did have more books that Con brought some of them into work and stuff, so it's a little bit gappy at the moment, so ignore that. But that lovely little thing up there, the little plant, is from IKEA as well. I got Con that globe on like Wayfair somewhere random. I think that's Con's friend's rugby ball. My dad found that in a charity shop. They're all just little bits. I can't even remember what that is. Probably some drink that we had. My mom got us those little photos of us when we moved in. We found this really old globe. It's like the countries are different on it. I can't remember what's changed in the world. Some things have changed, but it's very interesting. Like some countries are literally different on it. It's that old, but it looks very nice and very like vintage vibes. I love it. I love a globe. These are little shells that we got down on the beach here, I think, and I think my mom got him this for Christmas. I'm not 100% sure. Apparently the stuff inside that will literally kill a dog, and apparently they eat it. I've heard of dogs dying from it, so if you have one, just keep it up high and be very careful. Obviously that's meant for Christmas, but of course Con loves Guinness so much he just wants to keep it here all the time. This is from H&M. It's a vase. This telephone I adore. I think Con has it from like his granny's house. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously I don't know where it's from. And then we've got some Harry Potter books. We've got one of my little self-help books I adore. Healing is the New High. The other ones are up beside my bed for reading them. That's a little room spray from Pennies. And this is, my brother got me this for Christmas. It's Newbridge Home in pomegranate. I love the smell of pomegranate. It's a candle. These are from our engagement party, the E&C. Couldn't tell you where they're from. Aoife, my friend, got us some. And then on this one, that's just the box from a candle that my friend Hannah and her boyfriend Graham got us. Well, I don't know why I feel like I have to shout out everything. I just feel like rude if I don't. But these are from Con's room when he was at home. I don't know where we got them all, so he just brought them over, but I think they're kind of cute. He's obsessed with little Volkswagen campers, so I feel like he's manifesting one because he never stops. That little candle's old from Pennies. This is a fake, it's actually a box, a fake Tom Ford book that I think I got on AliExpress before we even moved in. This is a Chanel book, it's an actual book. My brother got me it for Christmas. And then candle from Next. These little holders are from IKEA, they're quite handy. And then down here, some books. I couldn't even tell you what's in it. It's like pens and stuff and that. This shelf is by far the worst shelf. And then just some little bits. Little wax melt thing. And down here, oh gosh, sorry guys, I'm so tired at the moment. I think I'm honestly sick, I'm so tired. Some more books, and then this I think was Con's granddad, but it's very handy for just keeping bits in, like chargers and stuff. And I think it looks nice on the shelves. And then yeah, I told you this is from Next. This is so handy because you can store like blankets and stuff in there for the couch. And then the cushions are from H&M. You can get like a set of 3 and they come with those 2 and that other one, and they're so nice. They're very like nice and textured. And then the cushion inserts are either from H&M, the like feather filled ones, or the Next feather filled ones, and they're so phenomenal. You need the feather ones, like you can't not have them. They're too good. Once you have them you're like no. So yeah, all these cushions are like separate. Bob chewed that when he was a puppy. Let's not talk about it, but obviously if I go to IKEA, I haven't been in so long, I could get like new ones or whatever, but I'm undecided. We might just sell these couches and get the L-shaped one or something when we move into our house. We'll have to wait and see where we're moving into. I'm scared. We have this randomly stuck up there because there happens to be a little nail there. We did get a nice little shelf. Do you know there's like picture frame shelves that can go along for there? We've got that, and that's why we got that, to like go over it and stuff. And we were gonna like paint this wall navy, stuff like that, but we just never really got around to it. But that was kind of our plan, in case you're like, why is that not in the middle? It kills me as well, don't you worry. And then these, I think I got them in Lidl quite randomly, like they were with the flowers, but they were just like a dried bouquet, and I absolutely love them. They were like €3 or something. This is another one of those Aldi tables. There was a Nesta tables, the one over there, and this one. I think they're so nice. Sorry, Bobby wants to come in. And there's a gorge Jo Malone candle that I'll probably never like because I'm too scared to. Pomegranate Noir from my friend Hannah and Graham when we moved in. That was a little gift. I think it was when we moved in. Yeah, it was. And then this is such a cute gift. I think it's from Etsy, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Ruby Dew. Unique gifts and greeting cards. I think they're on Etsy. I'm not 100% sure on that, but two of Con's friends got us this for as an engagement party, or as an engagement present, and I think it's so sweet. It just has like date and stuff, and the location. It's so sweet. I love it so much. And then in here is the kitchen. So that's under the stairs. It's actually quite a decent one. It goes all the way over here, so you can actually keep loads. It has shelves and everything in it. It's very busy at the moment. I've got a good few bits down there that aren't usually there, just packed away because you were getting pictures taken. But yeah, it's quite a decent size, so you can store loads in there. It's under the stairs. And then this is the kitchen. So I love the kitchen. Like, we've definitely brightened it up, and it's such a dull day today. So let me turn on another light. But yeah, this is the kitchen. I adore. I really do. It's actually really transformed it, painting the tiles and the cupboards. The cupboards are already like creamy, but they were just kind of worn down and stuff. Like they're a nice shape. I quite like the shape. They're kind of just like classic, normal, like, what's the word? Like, I don't know. It's just classic and normal. It's not like overly modern. It's just kind of simple. I like them a lot. And then we changed the handles and stuff, which also made a huge difference. So, Bob. So yeah, all these, like every single tile was like dark blue, and I didn't actually mind it. It was kind of like giving country kitchen vibes, but it definitely was making it dark. So we just said, let's just do it white. And the wood, I kept kind of wanting to pair this wood back to like lighter, but it was just a big job because you'd have to like, what's the word, like sandpaper it back and stuff, and then put oil in it, because I think it's just washed that colour. You can see it's a bit lighter over there where I was trying it out, but yeah, I don't mind it. I like it. I like the bit of wood with the white. So yes, I can't remember what colours we painted it now, but I know it was just a white, like universal paint that went on the tiles, and it's lasted so well, to be fair. Like it hasn't come off at all. So that's great. And then the same with the cupboards. We just obviously have to give them a wipe down sometimes because they get dusty or like something gets spilt on them, but like they're so fine. And we did that all like within the first few months of living here. So yeah, I love that we've done that. It really, like, every time I see it I'm like, thank God we did that, because our kitchen isn't the brightest the way that it's positioned. The fact that we've got only this window here, it's not that bright. But anyhow, so yeah. Okay, I better let the dogs in. They're just drunk. I'd love them. Look at them. Come in, Lunchy. Why are you out in the rain? Come on in. Good girl. Oh, she's camera shy. I'm going to try to pause because it's the last time. I have to try and not let them in the house, but I still probably will. Right, let's go through where stuff is from in the kitchen because I'm dallying. Okay, we start over here. Air fryer. Oh my god, we got like all of our appliances at the start from Power City. We got like the microwave, the dishwasher and everything from Power City. The what's the word? Air fryers lasted just pretty well, although it does kind of sound like an airplane now. It's quite loud. But yeah, so that's from Power City. It's a Tefal or Tefal. I think it was a bit more. It was more like €70 when they were always kind of like 50. But it was just handy to get them all together, and also, I think it's slightly bigger than the other ones. I don't know what size it is, but we went for it for a reason anyway. So yeah, adore that thing. I wouldn't go for these if I'm honest, like looks wise. There's really nice ones on next that I want. They're wooden chopping boards, but they're just handy and we just had them, and I just haven't actually got around to getting new ones. But yeah, they are handy. Yeah, they're not that aesthetic. And then this shelf I adore. It's from Jysk, JYSK. It's kind of like IKEA vibes, that place. But we were in one when we were like away for the weekend. I think it was like Limerick or somewhere random. Maybe Portlaoise, couldn't tell you. I think they have a Jysk anyway, both of them. So yeah, we got the actual shelves there. They were like €25 and they look so good because like you can picture it's probably kind of empty over here. And I love like a little bit of open shelving, but not too much because then you'd have to clean it in all the time. But to be fair, it hasn't been too bad. We also got those little jars up there in IKEA to make a little spice rack. And we got a little like shelf that's meant for being spice rack in IKEA too, but we didn't bother putting that up either because since then we decided we were moving. This jug thing came with the house and I'm like, I feel like I should leave it out to the next person, but will they know and keep it? I just don't know. What's wrong, Bobby? Stop, you're so hyper. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, should it stay with the house or should I bring it with me as a memory from the house? I don't know. But anyway, it's from here. It's why it's there. But it's given vintage and I kind of like it. And I kind of like having like different bits. Like I don't want everything to be like modern and brand new. You want some bits that are like different and that have like meaning behind them, I feel like. And then this is a diffuser from H&M Home. I love their diffusers. They're so aesthetic. This little clock I think is just from IKEA. I feel like that clock needs a clean. It's very blurred. This Neon candle smells phenomenal. This candle here, a twisty one, is from H&M. I got that before we even moved in, I remember. This is, I think, an Aldi candle, and that's honey. Con's friend makes his own honey. He has bees. This little pot is from H&M Home. I have a few of them, like, in the garden as well. They're so nice. This chopping board is H&M Home. I adore that. And oh, I can't remember where all of these candles are from. I don't actually know where that's from. And then here's our cooking books that we literally don't use. What pinch of nom. I actually did used to make loads of recipes from this when I had a bit more free time. But so good. And then Jamie Oliver 7 Ways. I think we were just given a lot of these as gifts. It's Mrs. Hinch book. So we just keep them in the kitchen. And then what else is up here? So these I got on Amazon. I just thought they matched the black. I feel like sometimes I'm like, did I go a bit overboard on the black? I'd probably switch out the kettle and the toaster now for like chrome. My mum and dad have a toaster that I actually really want, and I kind of regret not getting, because I searched so much for this one because I thought I really wanted black, because we'd already bought the kettle. I like the shape of the kettle, and I do like the style of this, and it actually does come in like chromey silver, but yeah, sometimes I regret that. I'm like, I don't know, I might change them for our next house, but also they're like, especially this toaster is perfect. The kettle's actually only quite cheap, but yeah, anyway, we'll see. So, do you know, the one that my mum and dad, the toaster that my mum and dad have is the dual lit one, but I think they only have the 2 toast one, and I feel like 4 is just so much easier, so defo get the 4 one of that. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see how we get on. And then dishwasher we also got from Power City at the same time. We were gonna get a black one, and I'm so happy that we didn't, because it's nice to have the bit of chrome, you know, there's a bit of chrome on the oven and stuff as well. It just, yeah, it brightens it up as well. It would have been too much. I'm really happy that we decided, because I remember at the last minute, like, which do we get? But yeah, I'm really happy with the colour that we got. The toaster, I actually don't know where I ended up getting it in the end. I think my uncle actually bought me it for Christmas then in the end. Bread bin is Dunn's. Again, wouldn't be like my dream one, but I feel like we just kind of needed one. This is the fridge and freezer that came with the house, and we've just kept them because they're handy. We'll probably just leave them behind, leave them for the next person, because it will probably be someone like us kind of starting out and needing all these appliances. And then same thing, the microwave we got as well from Power City. It's just a Samsung one. Again, I don't know if we should have went for black or not. I do like black. I like the bits of black. I feel like it's a bit different, but sometimes I'm like, you know, at the start when you just need everything and you just have to make these decisions, and you're like, if I had to think of them again, I don't know if I would, but like I can slowly change things. Like the microwave probably isn't going to last forever, so I can change it up next time. But yeah, it definitely, I'd say, like, think about things a bit, even though I know it's hard. Like, you can't really live that long without a microwave and a dishwasher and stuff, so you just kind of want to get them. But yeah, it's tough sometimes, but don't jump and make decisions too fast when you're moving in. These little things are from IKEA, and the kettle is actually really old. Not really old, we've had it the whole time we were here, but it's kind of gone a bit worn. It's just a cheap one, Silver Crest, but I liked the shape of it and the fact it was like kind of matte black. I got it in Lidl before we moved in, and that's how I kind of ended up buying lots of black bits. But then this espresso machine is an Espresso Virtuo. I absolutely love it. Connor got me it for Christmas just before we moved in. Just after we moved in actually. And then this is the milk frother that he also got me from Nespresso. So good, 10 out of 10. I love it so much. And then these little jars are from IKEA. Those biscuits have been in there for about a year, so I wouldn't eat them, but they're just to look nice. And they're literally sugar, so what's actually going to go wrong with them? And then this is where we keep our capsules. We're actually very low at the moment. We usually keep them in here as well. This little thing is from H&M. Okay, so now we're on to this last corner of the kitchen. Oh my god, Bobby, he's so hyper because it's raining out and he can't go anywhere. So we got this in the range, and I love it because it doesn't take up too much space. We used to have a huge table in here, but please, Bob, stop. It took up so much room. So we went for this. To be fair, we don't really sit down. at any, like we didn't sit down at our old table, we don't really sit down at this either. I feel like you kind of need to have something just in case, or for when you have people over. But yeah, it's great though because there's so much room, but I also like how it's up nice and high. It's kind of like a little island type of thing, so it's cute. Like you definitely could have it like over beside stuff as well, but it's so nice. And then this trolley thing, what's it called, a bar cart, is from IKEA. We got this like literally when we moved in, and it's cute little feature. Oh, I think I finished the kitchen now, but out here, ignore it, there's usually not a blanket there. It's just because it's raining out, and I just cleaned the house as well, so I don't really want them coming in and ruining it. So this is the back door, this is the garden. It's defo big before and afters. It used to be so overgrown at the back, and we also didn't have fences. Yeah, loads of stuff. So I was like a proper video for you now, but there's like a little sitting area there, and then that's all the grass that we put down. And then down the end is another little seating area. So random, this little bit down here. Are you going in? And then there's a little bathroom utility in here. The sink and toilet are so hideous, don't worry. I know, I obviously didn't choose them, but we put down new floor in here and got a washing machine dryer. These are another thing that I'm like, I do like the black, it's different, but then sometimes I'm like, should I have just got white, you know? But they're nice anyway. And we added some little handles on just to make it a bit nicer. All of this was already here, but there was just no washing machine and dryer. And then the tiles look a bit shit. I didn't finish the stick-on tiles that I did. I got different ones and they didn't match, and then I was like, oh, maybe they'll fade into each other eventually, but they weren't, so I just pulled them down. So that's why they're half done. But yeah, these little stick-on ones from Amazon, I feel like really do actually make a difference. And like, these aren't real tiles either, and they're pretty good. Like, would recommend for just a quick little renovation, you know, that kind of way, like just something easy to make a change quickly. And yeah, this wash basket is from H&M Home. This towel is from H&M Home. This towel is from Paul Costello from Dunn's, and this is H&M Home. So is this matching toothbrush thing, and then even though we don't have our toothbrushes down here, this laundry powder thing I got on Amazon. I think it's so cute for the utility room. And that jug thing was Next Home. That little thing in it was Pennies. This is from Aldi, and I think they were like IKEA. Yeah, and then this little plant pot, I honestly can't remember where it came from. I think maybe my mum and dad gave me them, I'm not sure. And then yeah, oh yeah, those flowers are from IKEA as well, and so is the vase. So that's kind of it. That mirror was actually here when we moved in, so we just kept it there. And this little mirror, I can't remember where exactly I got it. It's just a cheapy one, like, but it's better than having no mirror there. So that is this room. It's actually so good, the storage. Like, we have some bits in these, and then we've got all the laundry stuff in there, and some like spillover drink, and then like toilet roll and more drink and stuff down there. So it's actually very handy. It's like a little extension to the kitchen kind of. Let's go upstairs. Right, let's go. This used to be white actually, and I painted it. It was meant to be black, but it came out grey. So what can you do? And then you come up here, the stairs turn there, and then you come up here, and then there's one bedroom here and one bedroom here. So this is our bedroom. That's Con's wardrobe. It's such a weird wardrobe. And then there's an ensuite in here as well. So this is a shower. It's an electric one. We had an electric one when we moved in, but it actually broke, so we got a newer one. It was an oldish one, I think, that was there. So that one's much better. And then just a little bathroom. Oh yeah, I got these on Amazon. I need to go do a food shop and get toilet paper. I've literally got none left, so usually there's toilet paper in both them. But yeah, I think all those bins were just from Dunn's, and this towel as well, I think it's just done. It's like own brand. This mirror with the shelf on it was literally €10 in IKEA, and it's so handy. Oh, shower curtains are rotten. I can't wait to not have one again. I need to not have one in our next house. It's going because they're so annoying, but what can you do? And then this is the bed. This, I think this bed was in Con's house. We're not taking it with us, without a doubt. Like, we need a new bed, so I feel like we need to just not bring it with us and I want to get an ottoman bed, a storage one. Yeah, I actually do really like the headboard, but you can see the old like base of the bed down there. It's just a big chunk and it's literally useless because you can't store anything in it or whatever, but you also can't put anything under it. It's just there. This is actually a bathroom mat, but it's too big for any of our bathrooms. So it ended up in our bedroom, but it's from H&M Home. And then these curtains, there used to be hideous grey ones in here. These are from IKEA. They were very long, I had to take them up, but now they're perfect. They're really nice. Like, IKEA has such good curtains. My mom got really, really nice ones there recently. And then the bedding, this bedding is from, which one is it from? Wayfair. I think it's from Wayfair. And I love it. I love just the plain little stripes on it, and I love white bedding. This thing we actually got in Aldi, I think, but it's actually very handy. I have like knitwear in there. And then these cushions, I'm actually asked about these a lot because they're really big and they're so comfy. Like when you're sitting in bed, you know, when you're like reading a book or like sitting on your phone or whatever, you can like sit upright in them, and they're so nice because they're like feather and down type of ones. They're so nice. But they are from, the actual cushions are from H&M Home, like the insert, and then the covers, I think they're from La Redoute. Do you know that brand? They're actually even too big for them, but like I physically couldn't get a bigger size, but they're okay. I've washed them a good few times. They're kind of okay, but they still, yeah, I think you're meant to have like your pillow a size bigger than the pillowcase, but they're probably a size smaller. But anyway, they do the job. And then these little bedside tables, we don't have much room for them, so we had to go for really small ones, but they're literally from IKEA. I think they were tenner each, and to be fair, they look quite nice with the little basket thing on them, which was also from IKEA. I'd say that was like a £5 at most, the basket, so literally €15. It's so good. And that's an old IKEA lamp. Like, I have that in my bedroom at home. We could do with new lamps, to be honest, that match Connor's, what I think was his granddad's though, so I don't know if he'll want to keep that, but it's a nice lamp. It's just, we don't have matching ones, but I mean, who cares? You can do whatever you want. So yeah, so he obviously has the same bedside table, and that is that. I love the fireplace that we have. We used to only have this in here, and then we ran out of space and had to add this in, so it's a bit tight. I'd rather not, but yeah, the only thing is, it's really just a feature of the fireplace. You can't really like use much, but anyway, these are all from IKEA, I'm sure you know. So is the mirror. And that is our whole room. Please tell me you remember the rotten pink wallpaper that used to be in here. It was hideous. So yeah, we decided to just paint the one wall. I think we did him and haul between painting the whole room, and we just painted that first to get rid of it, and then left it at that, and I'm happy enough, to be fair. And then this room in here is our spare room. So I used to have a desk in here, but mostly just for, well, it was more of a dressing table, but I did use it for work as well, so it's a bit of both. But it used to be over there. It was a bit too long. I would have showed you it earlier in the video, but it's very good and very handy. But yeah, just for selling the house and stuff, we want it to feel spacious and to just kind of explain, like, to people who might not really be able to get their head around the space, especially in photos. Like, this mirror is also a key, by the way, it's so good. But yeah, so we decided we put the couch bed there, even though it doesn't actually fold out that way, just so people can kind of get their head around it, like how you could fit a single bed there, and then there's a wardrobe there. Ideally, I'd like to have 2 wardrobes here and use it as a wardrobe room, but yeah, and then there's also the drawers here that I will probably try and not bring with me. I'll try probably get the drawers that fit into my wardrobe, like the built-in ones for the Pax wardrobe that I have from IKEA. This is the IKEA Pax wardrobe, by the way, sorry. And it's so good, it's so nice. I just, yeah, need to spend more on organising the inside, because I just got like shelves and a rail and stuff, and you can get drawers and loads of other bits that make it really, really good inside, but I didn't really want to spend the money at the time, so that's what I got. The light did used to have a light thing on it, but you can't open the door when it's there, because it's so weird. They have the light in like the, not at all the centre of the room, but I think this room did used to be different. I think they've changed it around. There didn't used to be an ensuite, and the door didn't used to be there. It used to be over there. So I don't know if that's why. Maybe they had two of them, I'm not sure. There might be one that's in there and one that's there, and they just left them where they were, I'm not sure. But yeah, and then that's the hot press. It's a bit of a hot mess at the moment, so don't judge. It's very full. It's usually a lot more organised, and then that's just more kind of storage up there. It's got random stuff in there with my sewing machine. And yeah, this is a fold out bed. I keep meaning to make a cover for that, because I don't like the cover that we got with it, but it would be nicer with a cover on it. It would just look more like a couch, but anyway, it's fine. It's handy though, and it's really comfy as well. So we'll definitely be bringing that to our next house with us, I'd say. And I'll definitely be bringing that wardrobe. I love it so much. I might even get a second one. And this, oh, where's this from? Oh God. Oh no, I don't know. Where's this from? But I love this chair. It's so nice, such good quality. And I love the like gold. It's a nice gold. It's not like a cheapy gold. I love it. I love boucle as well. It's so nice. This obviously was at my desk that was over here, but it's much better like this. It's a lot more spacious. I feel like you can imagine this room as an actual second bedroom with less stuff in it, because yeah, it was too full of crap. Like, it was our spare room, like really was, and I just ended up turning it into like a work and wardrobe room and stuff like that, which at least it was used. It could have just sat there as a spare room, but anyway. There also used to be a really weird looking vent there that Connor had to remove, and there was so much like metal dust everywhere. I remember when he did it, and I was literally still finding it the other day when we were cleaning this room. I was like, oh my god, I gotta do this right now. But yeah, it looks a lot neater with that little vent and not the old school weird one that they had. So yeah, that's this room. These curtain things are so handy. They're from IKEA. So handy, like just you can pull them across if you're getting dressed or whatever. And then I'll show you our garden from here. Obviously that's the utility and bathroom down there, and then that's our garden there. It's actually really long. It's so good because the sun stays at the end of the garden for so long. It's there most of the day. Obviously there is no sun today. But yeah, it's usually there until like the whole evening in the summer. It's great. Like, you can at least use the end of the garden. That's where we usually sit, and then you can usually see the sea there between those two houses, but it's so cloudy today that you literally can't. That's what you can see in between them, is the pier that you often see me walk. It's always in my stories. Yeah, so that's it really. That oh, what else do we have? Oh, sorry, we've got another ensuite in here, which is so weird. Such a weird thing to do, but I guess it is quite practical, you know. The more bathrooms the better for when you're putting it up, I guess. But yeah, we've done nothing at all really with this bathroom. We've stuck up that shelf and that's it. This dirty mirror was here when we moved in. These tiles were here. This shower, like, this is plumbed for another shower, but we never ended up doing it. We got a quote for it and we didn't end up doing it in the end. But yeah, it's handy, it's great. We obviously use all the bathrooms a lot. It's actually so handy. I feel like you can never have enough bathrooms, honestly. Guys, that's the end of the house tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you did, so that you can follow along our journey and see where we end up. Probably one of our parents' houses. No, stop. I'm not manifesting that now. Maybe for a few weeks, but not for much longer than that, hopefully. Anyway, yeah, love you so much, honestly, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.